So I come back with another video. I'm still in Cape Town and I thought of several things I wanted to share, so here we go. So today I went to... what did I do? I don't remember. Oh, I went and I went to buy postcards because since I'm here I couldn't seem to find postcards and I really wanted to send my friends some postcards. So I found, and I also bought some presents for my girls, my sister and my girlfriends. I didn't really plan to. I don't like bringing gifts when I'm traveling because I travel a lot. So if I do this every time I'm traveling, well, it's kind of expensive. Plus I almost always travel with a carry-on suitcase, so basically no room left to carry gifts. Anyways, I went to this amazing place. So I love notebooks, pens, everything of the sorts. So basically everything stationery, I love it so much. I could spend hours on end in libraries, bookshops, stationery shops, whatever. And I found this amazing place which is called Typo. It's a really great place. Oh my god, I wanted to buy everything, but I paced myself. And it was located in Waterfront, so I didn't really know about this place. It was when I went surfing on the way back. The Uber driver told me, hey, you have to go to the gardens, you have to go to Waterfront, and I was like, I didn't know what it was. And today I planned on going to a museum which is called Moca, and it was just near Waterfront. So I was like, oh my god, if the weather is great, I'm just gonna go and walk around a little bit. Well, the weather wasn't great at all, but it stopped raining for a few minutes, so I just walked around. This place is amazing. It's amazing. It's so beautiful near the sea and stuff. So yeah, Waterfront amazing, Typo amazing. I finally bought postcards. And what have I done? I went to this amazing place to eat something. I don't remember the name. I took a salad. It was exquisite, and the waiter was so nice. So let me find the name.
A few moments later.
So yeah, the place was called Vovo Telo. I think it's Italian, I'm not sure. It was amazing. The staff was amazing. The food was amazing. I also took homemade iced tea. It was amazing. Really love this place. They didn't have Wi-Fi. I wanted to work on my memoir, but I tried to work anyways without Wi-Fi, so bear that in mind if you want to go there and you have to do something that requires Wi-Fi. So yeah, I went there. I stayed longer than expected because I was supposed to wake up a little bit early, but I slept in. Oh my god, I slept so well, which is weird because this place is really noisy. I mean, it's located near a main street, and you can find clubs and stuff. So really noisy, but I slept well, so I was in a good mood. Afterwards, I went straight to the museum. It was amazing. This museum was amazing. I thought it was a little bit expensive compared to basically any other museum I ever went to, but it was worth it. There were an exhibit about this artist who is called Rose. The exhibition was called Babylon Shut Down. It was amazing. It was provocative. It had a lot to do with colonization and how it affected and how it still affects South Africa. So basically, you hear a lot about these colonization effects when you're in France because of the colonization of Algeria, or you hear a lot about the Jews that were slaughtered in Nazi Germany and stuff. but I don't hear a lot about South African colonization. I mean, decolonization of South Africa. So it was really interesting. Really interesting. Plus the outlook of the artist is really, I loved it. I felt something. I really felt something, and yeah, the building is also amazing. So if you in Cape Town, definitely go check that out. One of my favorite groups, rap group, dropped an album at the end of last week, I think, yeah. And the album is called SZR 2001. And in one of the songs, the rapper says, and it really stuck with me, do you love yourself, or do you love only the image you have of yourself? And I thought it was striking, because I think that in order for me to have the life I have now, to feel a little bit more fulfilled, and I mean, I'm still lost, don't get me wrong, I'm just a young woman trying to navigate through the world, through life basically. But in order for me to get there, I had to let go of a lot of stuff, heal a lot of trauma, and create myself basically, because I was having depression, I was anxious a lot, having suicidal thoughts and stuff. So I couldn't see myself just getting out of this state. So what I did was I literally created the version of myself I wanted to become. So I was really specific. For example, what would my life look like? What would I eat? What would I do during my free time? Who would be the people I would surround myself with and stuff. So as you would create a fiction character, I basically created myself. And this is powerful because your brain doesn't know the difference between reality and imagination, fantasy, because the same parts of the brain are activated. So it's a really powerful tool if you want to change your life, or if you want to do anything, basically. Bear that in mind. So in order for me to become this person, what I had to do was fake it, basically fake it until you make it. But I think that along the way I got caught up on the image the image I wanted for myself, everything I had. For example, basically what I'm trying to say is I imagined myself like this character, and I was so determined to make that work that it worked. Yeah, it worked. But sometimes I don't know who I am and who is the image of myself. You know, for example, sometimes I get caught up on the specifics. You know, for example, if you want a salad and you have onions and feta and avocado and stuff, and you really like this salad, but something comes in the salad and you're like, oh my god, it's potatoes now, and it's not the image I had of the salad. So at this point there is a gap between who you really are and the image you have of yourself. So it creates something really detrimental to yourself, because kind of an existential crisis, like you don't know who you are anymore, and you're like, yeah, but I created myself, I created this character to make me happy, to feel fulfilled and stuff, but now I realize I'm like this also, and it doesn't conform to the image I had of myself. So I thought it was really powerful, because I'm kind of struggling with that. For example, when I feel things that I don't want to feel, or if I do things that I'm not proud of, and I'm also I'm perfectionistic. So I think sometimes it's really hard to navigate through this, because at the end of the day, I would say learn how to accept and love yourself unconditionally, and that's something I need to work on, because I want to be perfect, but I know it's not possible. So sometimes it's really hard, and it creates an existential crisis over existential crisis, because I'm like, I feel resistance. Yeah, that's the gist of it. I really feel resistance. And what helped me through that was to work with affirmations. For example, I love myself unconditionally, I am worthy of love. And I think this is a great tool to create a new persona, a new character, if you want to change your life, for example, because you're not fulfilled where you are. You're not fulfilled where you are right now, but bear in mind the consequences. And I think it can work only on the short term, because it can get you out of a space that you don't like being in. But if you keep this mindset, you'll never allow yourself to be truly yourself, because you always want to conform to this image you have of yourself. So bear that in mind. I also saw something on TikTok, which was an interview of Ed Sheeran. And it was on a guy was interviewing him, and the guy was saying, so you're so talented and stuff, like, could you tell us how you did it? Was it, I don't know, you must have a gift or something? And his reply was amazing. So he told the guy, he told him, I'm not talented. I'm talented, but I'm not gifted. There is a difference. So some people think I woke up just one morning and I was like, oh my god, I know how to sing, I know how to play the guitar, this is amazing. But it didn't come just like this to him. So he had to work really hard. And he took his phone and he showed something he recorded in the beginning of his career. I mean, he just started to play the guitar and to sing, and this was awful. Like, the interviewer couldn't even couldn't even understand that it was Ed Sheeran, because he was so bad. And he told them, people think I'm just born like this, but I worked off. And it really stuck with me, because I know this. I know that in order for you to have the life you want, in order for you to do the things you want, you have to work hard. And I truly believe that nothing's impossible as long as you set yourself to success and consistency is key. Whatever you do, just start. Even this goes for me with this YouTube channel. For the longest time, I wanted to do a YouTube channel. I was like, oh my god, I don't have the right camera, I don't have the right mic, I don't have this, I don't have that. If you're looking for excuses, you're only going to find the excuses. And if you don't start, you're never going to improve. But if you start, even if it's imperfect, you allow yourself room to grow, and you allow people around you to be inspired by your journey and just to try it, whatever they want to try. It's no big deal. Just try it. Just put yourself out there. If it works, this is amazing. Congratulations. And if it doesn't work, well, at least you tried, and it's better to have tried and not have succeeded than not have tried at all. So my point with that is also, people tend to see other people. For example, you talk about an amazing idea that you have. People are going to be like, yeah, this can be great, but I don't really believe in this idea. Maybe you should just drop it. You're going to waste your money, you're going to waste your time, etc., etc. So people fail to see the potential of your future success. But when the success is here, they see it, and everyone wants to be on board. And what do you want to see?
A few moments later.
What did I want to say?
A few moments later.
And also, once you're successful, everyone assumes that success was just given to you, because they weren't there when you struggled so hard. And we all know that Ed Sheeran struggled, like he was playing on the streets, etc., etc. So before he became this huge star, international star, he was just struggling, and a lot of people didn't believe in him. So what I'm trying to say here is, if you want to go for something, just go for it. You don't need validation from others. And I know it's hard to hear sometimes, because you have this amazing idea and you just want people to be there for you and to encourage you and be like, yeah, girl, yeah, you can do this, you can do that. But sometimes you're not gonna get it, and it's okay. For example, I struggle a lot with my close friends, because, for example, I would have this amazing idea, their response wasn't like I would have wanted that to be, and I felt really, really frustrated. And you know, this kind of egotistical thoughts. You're my friend, you're supposed to help me, you're supposed to cheer me up, you're supposed to be there for me, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, it's not their job to be there for you and be your number one fan. It's yours. And if they cannot do it, it's okay, because once you set expectations on a certain situation, you set yourself up to failure and to disappointment. So basically, do you do whatever you want to do. Plus, also the importance of not talking about your dreams to everyone and anyone. There are some things you just have to keep to yourself, because people might not understand you. People might think you're too in your head. You need to be a little more down to earth. We don't need this. Whatever the outcome, just go for it. Go for it. You don't have to talk about it to anyone. And just do you. And if you're afraid people won't get on board, well, when you're going to be successful, because you're going to be successful, people will automatically get on board. So don't worry about it. So yeah, I think that's it.